You know, we've got a new item coming tomorrow at Publix.
Yeah.
Sweet tea fried chicken. I'm serious.
It's new?
Yeah.
What?
Wow.
It's sweet tea seasoning, and you put it on the fried chicken.
Whoa, what?
I tried it today. It was decent. It's decent.
Sorry.
That's the most southern food I could think of.
Yeah. With watermelonade.
Watermelonade.
Watermelonade, yeah. Arizona makes watermelonade. It's delicious. Almost as good as grapeade. I love both of those. No shame. No shame in my game.
Grapeade. I'm gonna grape you in the mouth. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Pool Party podcast. Tonight, it's actually kind of just a smaller, more intimate podcast between three men.
No shirts are being worn.
We've got Steven.
Hello.
We've got Mitchell.
Hi there.
And, well, I'm always me. And if you don't know who I am, you should just watch all the other intros.
In which you don't introduce yourself?
I generally don't introduce myself.
That's good.
I am Steven also.
No.
No?
No.
Oh, I'm Matt. I'm sorry. I was reading the other card.
He who which the name of the podcast as a reference to.
What?
Somewhat. Two people.
This is like the kiddie pool pod. Well, no, we're gonna take that back.
No.
Yeah, we're not. This isn't.
We're not Subway.
The hot tub cast.
The hot tub cast.
Sure.
Hot tub cast. There we go.
Bathtub cast.
It's
Three
nice and
three grown men in
bubbly.
a bathtub.
Nice and bubbly. It's cool.
3 men in a bathtub being washed by Sebulba.
Shower cast.
Yeah.
You wash my back, I'll wash yours.
Like a community shower where there's
Yeah.
like the pole in the middle and we all have to
Gym
stare at
locker
each other
room
while
cast.
we rub each other.
Just look up and get the soap in your eyes. You're good to go.
Middle school gym class cast.
Yeah. So it's scary. And
That was always the worst when the coaches went around slapping you in the
I didn't
ass.
shower in gym.
Yeah, me neither.
We didn't have to shower in gym in Mount Dora.
No, I always had gym class last, so I just got on the bus
I went
smelly.
to lunch from gym, bro. I just ran.
That's disgusting.
I'm
I
here.
always thought it was disgusting to go to gym before the last period of school.
Yup.
Because, like, especially people at gym first period, that was the
They stink.
worst. Yeah, because you had to go run around, it gets smelly, and then sit in a classroom.
Nobody showered.
No.
The weird
Dude, it was
kids
middle
showered.
school, man. Everybody smelled gross.
Well, high school was really when we had gym.
I didn't shower in high school either. We didn't have gym in high school for the most part. I lifted weights. Ladies.
Do you know?
Not anymore.
3-4 weeks.
So, today's topic.
We'll get to that. Does anybody else have?
I do have something small I do want to talk about.
Okay.
If you don't mind me cutting you off.
I have something smaller I want to talk about.
We could talk about Brian later.
That's what I was going
He's under 18. Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, what the
at
hell?
all.
He's a very large man.
Just bleep it out.
Man up.
It'll be fine. What do you want to talk about, Matt?
Gamescom
Yeah.
just well, it's happening, but by the time you hear this, it has happened.
Gamescom.
Hello, future people.
Or Gamescom.
I'm pretty sure that it's Gamescom.
It is.
Yeah.
Gamescom. What's a scon?
So they've actually been releasing a bunch of new stuff.
Not seen at E3 at all?
Yeah, a lot of things that weren't seen at E3.
What do we got on tap?
Mafia 3
What?
was shown and announced.
I'm actually a little bit interested in that.
It's taking place after Vietnam in Miami.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I'm a little bit down with that.
You have a
If it's
Scarface
like,
vibe from it.
yeah, exactly.
Yep.
If it could pull that off, I'll be down with that.
They showed a lot of Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done watching stuff on
Yep,
that.
they just showed the mother base stuff.
Yeah.
So
You don't care about Metal Gear?
No.
Dude.
I don't care about
just
Braun.
to give you a idea of how much content they put into just the mother base, the video was 48 minutes long, explaining all the different things you can do.
I cannot wait for that game to come out. That's next month.
Yep, September 1st for all platforms.
Even the
Well,
Dreamcast.
Yeah,
Yep,
even
on
for the
that
Dream,
Dreamcast.
especially the Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Exclusive a week early.
Mountain Blade 2.
Mountain Blade 2. What's this? A snowing game?
It's a PC game. It's a medieval game where you make a hero. Well, it's not really a hero. You make a
knight.
character. You're not even a knight. That's start.
All right.
And you can go around and you make an army and you build a kingdom.
That sounds
But
pretty
there's
awesome.
also armies and other kingdoms in the world
Opposing
that can oppose you.
So it's like the PC, like realistic version of Clash
They
of
could
Clans.
like really make it a like Game of Thronesian type of way.
There's already a mod for Games of Thrones.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, it's
Only one
Game
Game of Thrones.
nah, there's more.
It
Have you
is the Game of Thrones.
Games.
Games of Thrones Eternity.
Games of Con. We're here.
Games of Throne.
Duck, duck, goose. What else can we play on this?
Hide and seek.
This is
Freeze
getting really
tag.
old, guys.
Oh
King
man.
of the Throne, King of the Mountain. Yeah.
Anyway, what else did they show?
Oh, you know, it'd be a good game for Games of Thrones. Ned's dead.
Spoiler alert: it's Quicksilver and Ned dead. I cry every time I see that still.
They showed 16 minutes of Dark Souls 3 combat
Wow.
We won't talk about
and
here.
a boss battle.
Don't want to hear it.
Who won?
If you want to talk about it, I'll just go in the other room.
No.
Okay.
Oh, here's what I have to say about it. It
There's
looks like
demons.
Dark Souls. The bosses look awesome, and the person that played was terrible. Every
So it's Dark Souls.
single Dark Souls like preview ever.
Where'd they get footage of Steven playing Dark Souls 3?
I'm super good at Dark Souls. You don't even know.
They released the trailer for Star Wars Battlefront Fighter Squadron mode.
Is
Yep.
there space battles yet?
No,
Oh,
just
damn.
atmosphere battles.
That's
It-
space battles,
It's
right?
10 versus 10.
Kind of.
No, it's not. It's objective based. So there's a ship, an Imperial ship that is escaping the area, and you have to shoot it down.
That's pretty cool.
It's 10v10, and each side has 10 bots also.
20v20.
So it's 20v. Well, it's not 20v20. It's 10v10
plus bots.
with bots.
It's a 20v20.
Yeah.
I call it 20v20. I'm very.
Depending on how well the AI works, that could be good.
Shovel Knight: Plague of Shadows has finished
Shovel
development.
Knight.
Yes. So excited.
I have to buy some Shovel Knight now.
There you are.
Microsoft, or I'm sorry, not Microsoft. Minecraft is going cross-platform for its multiplayer.
Oh, that's cool. My little sister loves PlayStation 3 Minecraft. She's playing the hell out of it.
XCOM 2 stuff was shown.
Yeah. I
Um,
just I don't get to play it on a console. I'm glad that they're not sacrificing anything though. That they're deciding to just keep their vision and like let it be as big as they want by putting it on PC.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5.
What?
We'll see.
It's now cell shaded.
We'll see.
What is
We'll
that?
see about that. I'm like I want to be excited about that, but you know, cause '90s kid, lol, you'll be one if you remember.
Christ there.
So
Dragon Age Inquisition got a single player DLC.
if that game was awesome, then I'd be excited.
It's pretty good.
It's okay.
Silent Hill.
Wait, what?
Silent Hill.
What? I missed this. What?
What happened?
So Silent Hill, Konami announced Silent
I
Hill.
thought Konami went bye bye.
Konami announced Silent Hill.
What? What's Silent Hill?
Silent Hill Pachinko.
Oh yeah, I knew about that. I hate you.
Pachinko.
I'm very angry at you right now. You have me very
They
excited.
just canceled the game
Move
with
on.
Norman
I
Reedus.
hate you. Move on.
I'm getting a lot of angry looks now.
Move on.
That
I'll
game was
murder
scary.
you in your sleep.
What's Pachinko?
Listen, hold on. You failed to see the brilliant strategy here. This is as Kojima couldn't have done it better. By releasing Silent Hill as a pachinko machine, you have fulfilled the fears everybody had.
That
It's
is
not
truly the
coming.
most horrifying.
It is the most
part.
horrifying Silent Hill to ever exist.
It's not coming.
Ever.
Never.
No, it is coming. It's a pachinko machine. That's what you don't understand. That rage inside of you, it will soon turn to despair.
And then 5
It'll
years from now,
eventually
it'll
make me
come
kill
out.
myself.
And that is the
Point.
essence of
Most
Silent
depraved game of
Hill.
all time drives mass suicide.
I'm excited that Hideo Kojima is still planning on working with Kojima or something though.
bring it back from the dead.
It's not gonna be Silent Hills, but they'll do something creepy.
Crackdown 3 got its release. Got its announcement trailer, and that was pretty interesting.
That was already announced, though, right?
Yeah, but we finally got to
They got
see
the
it.
trailer, though, yeah.
Tomorrow, which is the
Sequel
the
to
6th.
today.
It's the 6th. Tomorrow, the new WoW expansion gets announced. And Mitchell, do you want to go ahead and mention what you said earlier about WoW?
Down to 5.6 million subscribers. Its lowest point
Since
since
vanilla.
WoW. We're talking almost 10 years. Almost 8 or 9 years now.
That's
Lowest.
not good.
Which makes me feel like,
Oh,
is Blizzard going to put WoW into maintenance mode
Well,
within the next 5 years?
here's the thing, though.
Here's the thing. I'll tell you the
Is
thing.
that including the free-to-play players?
Yes.
No, it's just subscribers.
Subscribers. I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
So how many of
WoW,
those people...
you only
WoW
go
free to
over
play only goes
40.
level 20.
They haven't extended that at
No.
all? Can you play the expansions? With
You
that?
can now
No.
you can
Oh,
now
okay,
play the
never
game
The
with gold, though.
vanilla WoW is 60 is the max.
Yeah.
You can
So
do a lot with, to level 20, honestly, though.
yeah, you can do battlegrounds.
I'm just
and
wondering,
stuff.
though, because, I mean, between the Old Republic and Elder Scrolls Online,
I've been saying this for a
it
couple
seems
months.
like there's a wealth of
It's always
like
been there's always
real
been a
fun
glut.
MMORPGs.
There's been a lot of MMOs forever. WoW's been the best. I think MMOs as a genre are kind of going out the window. And
Apparently,
WoW's-
Final Fantasy 14 was a really good.
I know a
MMO.
lot of people that still play it. They enjoy it. They've played it
Like,
consistently.
it's apparently super good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The people say.
Looks like, I mean, it looks cool. Like the visual style of it looks awesome. I'm not a fan of fighting with cooldowns.
Blizzard has not stretched this. They said today in the press release that the game has more developers now than ever.
Mhm.
It does not seem like that. From I haven't played the game in months now. It just
Yeah,
seems lackluster.
They put one major patch out for this last expansion, and
Um,
that's it. They're done with adding
Well,
content
I
to, the
wonder
or
if,
to that expansion.
I wonder if they're like, because I mean, one could argue that even though they would release very very popular games of StarCraft 2 and Diablo 1 and 2, all of those are very very popular.
Flagship.
Would one consider maybe WoW was their most lucrative business?
I think Heroes of the Storm
Do
and
we think-
Overwatch
yeah,
are going to be their new
I was gonna say,
money grabs.
Is
They
that what
made
they
new
think that
games.
is that what they're trying to do? Is
They've
move on to
they've
that?
made a ton of money off Hearthstone, the card game.
Oh,
And
that's not in the.
Diablo
It's not even
3,
a
as
joke.
many times as that got released.
Diablo 3's got over 30 million copies.
Listen,
sold. That's done well. On
No
console.
matter how well these games are doing, though, you can't deny WoW is their biggest money
Well,
grab.
I mean, it's not
15.
it's not just their biggest moneymaker. It is, I mean, WoW is a thing that people who don't play video games know.
Yeah, even at 5.6 million subscribers, that's still
That's all.
$15 a pop.
$60 million a month they make off that game,
That's insane.
A month.
not including in-game.
I want to know how
Yeah.
much. I want to
New
know how
player
much it
buying.
costs to actually run the server, because it can't be that much.
About 350.
Yeah, there's still that's crazy to think that it's at its lowest point and it's still like ridiculously lucrative.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it has to be because it's not visually. It doesn't tax anything. I mean,
No.
it's got a good visual art.
No,
style.
they've upgraded it too.
I know they have.
I can't believe that game is over 10 years. It's 10 years old now.
But I mean, they visually updated it, but it is not
11
like.
in November.
I would say that like Elder Scrolls Online, I think is one of the most visually impressive MMOs.
Yeah,
I've
but it's
played.
not. I honestly don't think it's as fun as.
Oh no,
Wow.
that's not. No, absolutely not. I'm saying like I don't think that
Their Blizzard Activision stock in the same release, they've stated their stock in this quarter has also gone up 12%. So they're still making money. They're still like doing well. They're not in the red. One is dying. There's WoW. Its subscription is falling. But Hearthstone is doing well. Like I said, Diablo sold a lot of copies. StarCraft's about to get a new expansion. And Heroes of the Storm is huge for like coming on in a saturated mobile market. It's huge. People love Heroes
Yeah.
of the Storm.
Well,
I've
it's
only
mostly
heard good
because
things about it.
all the people that play WoW
All the
and
Blizzard games,
StarCraft
they've got a player
and
base.
Diablo, yeah, you know these characters, you love these characters,
It's,
and so if you played League of Legends, you're like, well, I kind of care about this lore
It's
more.
a free game. You can play all the characters for free or pay with gold, and it's a lot simpler than Dota without sacrificing fun and skill cap. I mean, you can still be.
I know. I put at least 50 hours into the beta.
It's
I was
fun
in the
game.
beta. I think I was in the alpha.
How
I
do
don't
you think
remember.
it stacks up against something like League of Legends?
League of Legends
or
and Dota. I put it on par.
I played.
I know that those are notorious for being really complex, like Dota especially. I've heard that is. There
I
is
feel
such
like
minute levels of granularity that you play at that it's kind of ridiculous.
Dota is ridiculously hard compared to all the other MOBAs.
Yeah, it is the most complex. I put a couple hundred hours into that game, and it is like the skill ceiling from the worst player to it's just unbelievable. You get it's not even close. Here's the Storm kind of makes up for that, but it does not punish really good players from.
It doesn't limit them.
It does not limit them.
No, but there's a smaller ceiling compared to Dota. It's yeah. If you're the worst player ever, you're still not.
A smaller ceiling. There's less range, is what the better.
Now
word
it
Well,
might,
there's less distance between
The
there
players.
might
Yeah.
that might quote unquote like not ruin someone's experience, but like maybe dampen like a real hardcore MOBA player's experience. Maybe theoretically, I don't know.
If you're really good, you'll win.
But do we think that the accessibility of that inherently makes it kind of a better game than Dota? Like, does a high ceiling, does a high bar to entry handicap a game at all?
I think by grabbing the casuals who see. No, by grabbing the casual market, the people that watch, like the esports tournaments that were broadcast on ESPN.
The international's going on right
Yeah,
now. It's going to probably
stuff like that.
$16 million.
People that watch those, but they're not good enough to play Dota or League, and they like Blizzard-based lore in games,
I like their visual
they'll
style.
easily hop into this game. And once you hop into this game, if you're like a casual player and you don't have that much time to grind it out, you're definitely going to spend money. That's what Blizzard wants.
Yeah.
And Overwatch is coming out soon. It's not that they've abandoned their games. They just like set themselves.
Seems like they're working on newer stuff now.
And when you say abandon their
prioritize
games,
them.
this
It's
is
not
the
that
fastest WoW has ever got another expansion.
Yeah, that was the weirdest part to me. Is
It's
the fact that
crazy.
they're pushing this out so quick.
I don't know what
People
their
are
goal is.
tired of Warlords of Draenor already, though.
Because
After
not,
one
it's
batch.
lackluster. It
Yeah,
really
they.
feels lack-
It doesn't feel like they cared.
So do we think that maybe they're shifting their view to these newer IPs?
Well, here's the thing.
Yes and no.
Dang it.
Yes and no, because they do have more employees than ever, but
Obviously,
by investing so much time into these other games, they've made a lot of money. But by releasing expansion this quick, maybe it can be seen as a cash grab, but at the same time, it can be seen as
I think
them
they're trying to save WoW.
listening to their
because-
community and putting out an expansion to fix whatever was complained about. Like
Because
that's a good possibility.
This is
about
two
that.
expansions in a row that people are just tired of playing.
3.
What was
Mist
the
of
one
Pandaria
before?
was horrible.
Nobody liked that.
I liked it better than Cataclysm and Warlords.
Oh, I
thought
liked
Cataclysm.
I liked
for-
Cataclysm.
From everything, like I said, I don't play, but from everything I heard, Cataclysm apparently was like one of the best expansions.
Well, Lich King.
Oh, obviously yes.
Yeah, Lich King hands down was
Close
the
to-
best.
I'm not saying it was
Expansion.
the best, but I heard that like from most people that Cataclysm was like
I enjoyed-
that got people excited about WoW again.
I
They were
enjoyed
excited.
Cataclysm. I think the biggest issue was with them giving everybody free 90s and stuff like that.
It
You really had
expedited the process of leveling. I think that's a good quality of life change that was needed.
I think you could have just done higher XP gains, so that way people still progress through your game. Because
And
now you have
and
a chunk
feel
of
like you're getting bigger rewards.
yeah. Now you have a chunk of the game that's completely worthless. You might as well just throw it away.
That's a big thing, like in balancing. Like, I think that's what you should always do in balancing instead of Dark Souls is notorious for this, or From Software is notorious for this, for nerfing weapons. And like, just make everything else more. Just make every other number bigger.
Yeah.
Don't nerf a thing. Make everything else more powerful, because that's only going to make the game better, or not better, but more fun.
Or just let weapons be better than other weapons.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, maybe unbalanced experiences are fun.
Here's the thing I always feel like unbalanced experiences are closer to real life than balanced. Things aren't fair.
Yeah, it's like, well, that, and then like it allows for some real odd things to happen.
Yeah.
Whenever you make it unbalanced, because then there's
Although-
always going to be those exploits that a person can find and
Yep.
use with maybe what's necessarily a weaker set or character or whatever. Oh, this is a totally different subject. I didn't want us to get us. I didn't mean to derail us like that, but I was.
It wouldn't be a podcast if we didn't talk about Dark Souls.
It's true. We already talked about Dark Souls 3. But anyway, what else came out?
they showed a trailer for Final Fantasy 15
Yay!
for the
I'm excited about that.
For the PS4.
I'm casually excited about it.
They showed Unravel again. Oh, Blizzard confirmed that Legacy of the Void will be coming out in 2015.
This
Oh.
year, wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And Legacy of the Void is the last StarCraft expansion.
Like ever.
StarCraft 2.
2.
Yeah, so
Maybe
the next
5 years.
StarCraft will be StarCraft 3.
I don't know. Blizzard really throw me for a loop here because the quality of their game in WoW seems so terrible, but everything else, not terrible, but like lackluster. Everything else
Compared to
seems
everything
so
else they're
good,
doing, yeah.
and everything from before looks so good. I want to say that they still care and they want to put out the best product, and by releasing this so quickly, they realize the error in their ways possibly.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, obviously, we'll see when it's announced, but it could go one of two ways. Obviously, it could go very right or very, very
I was
wrong.
talking about WoW with a coworker, and
First mistake.
they brought up a really good point. Could you imagine if they just did let WoW die because
Yeah.
they... Well, no, because I actually wouldn't mind seeing Blizzard make a current MMO
Give me Warcraft
off of
4.
a new engine.
Dude.
I want to see an MMO with a new engine by Blizzard.
It'd be cool.
I don't think anybody has a computer that can run it.
I want to see it.
I would like to see them get
World
like,
of StarCraft, World of Diablo,
Give me
something.
a console MMO by Blizzard. I'd buy it on
Well,
console.
here's the thing, though. Like, do you think if they did that, could they capture what World of Warcraft? is
Yes.
doing?
Yes.
Start with the clean slate, maybe. I don't know. I point out.
I mean, I
here
don't
that
know
feel
either
like-
way, but I mean, like, World of Warcraft seems like such the perfect timing for the perfect
Oh,
thing.
WoW hit the perfect... Yeah, it
Like,
was...
I can't imagine that they would be okay with taking that risk.
There's a king, and I mean, when it goes down, when you look at MMOs, whenever they like really die off and
I mean, like,
quit because it's so popular, WoW is king.
And WoW is still profitable for them.
Yeah, sure, yeah. $60 million a month, I'd say so. Just from subscriptions alone.
Jeez. Anyway, so is that the big stuff that was announced?
Halo Wars 2 got
Yes,
announced.
I'm excited about that.
The Old Republic, Knights of the Fallen Empire. They showed the gameplay trailer,
Ooh.
and that looks really interesting.
Did we get a new Nintendogs?
No.
Oh, no. Oh, I was looking for that.
Scalebound.
Scale
They
down.
showed a gameplay trailer for that.
This is the Layer sequel.
Yeah.
The Xbox
Yeah.
exclusive follow-up to Lair.
PlayStation didn't appreciate our game.
It's kind of weird to explain how it is. You guys didn't see the trailer. I saw it.
I did not.
So it's kind of a very medieval setting
As I had hoped.
where they're like knights and they've got like bows and swords and classic things, but they also have spaceships.
Yeah. And some of the dragons look like they have like glowy.
Yeah, they all have like
Glowy
glowy
neon
neon
bits
bits on
It's a
them.
Japanese game.
No,
I like the
yes.
aesthetic of it. I like the aesthetic of it.
One of those three. But it looks really interesting,
I
and
like the look.
and it's not just you fighting like as you or on the dragon. The dragon actually takes commands and does things while you're in combat. So it looks interesting. I think there was a multiplayer aspect to it.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, just like with everything else, we'll see how it's implemented. Like, it has the potential to be really, really, really awesome. I remember thinking the same thing about Watch Dogs. We'll see.
They showed a lot of Fallout 4.
Yes, we're only 3 months away. Oh my god.
I'm not like I've now not like I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm not hyped about anything, but like I just paid off my Fallout 4 today. Like it's paid in full. So I have Metal Gear paid in full, Fallout paid in full. I was gonna work on Dark Souls 3, but I don't know. Like I paid it off, and like this dude's like, dude, freaking Fallout 4, blah 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. It's gonna be more awesome Fallout.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a really pretty Fallout game. Hopefully, like I don't know. I just until I'm playing it and it's giving
happens.
me
Oh my God.
until it's happening in front of me, I really don't want to build myself up.
I don't
I
think-
really. I mean, I'm not saying they're going to disappoint me, but at the same time, that's a thing that I could build up in my mind so much that
That would be
it
crushing.
could let me down in a way
That would be crushing.
that I'm not expecting. So
Yeah.
I'd rather just go into it like, man, I hope this is good, as opposed to this is gonna be the best thing in the whole wide world, which is hard not to feel like with all the customization that they showed.
Oh, you just got me thinking about it again. Oh.
Oh god,
Ooh.
I need to re-download Fallout Shelter.
So
I haven't checked on mine in a couple weeks.
we're almost
They're
done.
all dead.
I hope not.
We're almost done with the list here. Sims 4 expansion. I know you guys are super excited for that.
Wow, Sims.
Sims 4 get together. Don't know what that means. Probably something about making babies.
Yeah, they definitely are adding swingers. I hope.
All transsexual expansion back.
There's a game called Hellblade coming to PS4 and PC.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Don't know what it is.
It's a spiritual successor to Heaven's Sword.
The
I'm
girl with the
serious.
red
I'm
hair?
Dead serious. Yep. They called
Yeah.
it Hellblade. 'Cause
Makes
they're awesome.
makes sense.
I'm really excited about that game. I'm really excited.
Red Dead Revenge.
Oh. That's a good one.
What?
I didn't stutter.
Red Dead Revenge.
Takes place in the 1860s.
Like a Rockstar game, Red Dead Redemption?
Uh-huh.
Oh. Cheers.
How did I not hear about this?
It's not on this page. It was on the last page.
I don't. After that crap he just pulled Silent Hill too, or Silent Hill. I don't trust you.
It's a pachinko game.
Uh,
No, I'm messing with you. There's no Red Dead.
okay. I didn't
Although
think
it
so.
is
I'm like-
rumored.
I was like, that would have made the internet break.
I
if
know.
They announced
It is
a
rumored that it's
sequel.
gonna be announced soon.
Is that the working title?
Yeah.
No, it's just an RDR.
Okay. Or, oh.
So there have been increasing rumors recently about
I mean,
another
it's gonna
Red Dead
have to
game.
happen.
Yeah.
Honestly,
So
I'd really rather.
Or
I'd
it could-
kind of rather them see do another Manhunt game. I know their last one wasn't so popular. I liked it.
I'm ready for Bully 2.
Oh man.
Go to college and beat up frat boys. Sounds like a...
And then it turns into Manhunt. You murder all of them.
Mega Man Legacy Collection,
That
got
actually
announced.
seems pretty awesome.
Just Cause 3 was shown again.
Yep.
Pre-Evolution Soccer.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds-
Why do we need that when we have the best soccer game ever made?
What is this? 1 second. Stall for me.
All right. While you're doing that, I have a small news story. I don't know that I just saw recently. Did you guys know that Bungie let go Peter Dinklage? He's
What?
no longer playing the voice. of
Dinklebot
Ghost.
died?
They completely re-recorded all of the dialogue, like the rest of the
Wow.
game.
What did he do?
I don't know, but you want to know who they got to replace him?
Dieter Pinklage. His evil twin.
Jeter
Yeah,
Dinklage.
Take a guess.
I mean,
It's
this-
painfully obvious.
Mini
another
Me.
midget? Vern Troyer?
No. It's Nolan North.
Sylvester Stallone.
Batman.
No, but Nolan North is now going to be your ghost, and like he did all of the dialogue from all the previous content. Like they re-recorded all of that
Oh, they're taking Dinklage out completely?
completely,
Why?
and they re-recorded everything.
That's stupid.
Well, that or they realized that Peter Dinklage is just not a good voice actor.
That's stupid. They could have just... Well, still, he's already did all the work. You could just leave him there, and then when you get to Taken King, you could have your ghost get destroyed and you get a new one.
I don't know.
Hi, I'm your new ghost.
I don't know.
Maybe they're just like, that sucked.
So, Lego Marvel Avengers got a release date, but it's delayed till January now.
Those Lego games are really fun.
It's
they
the
just added
second
Ghostbusters to
Lego
Dimensions.
Marvel game.
Really? I remember the old Star Wars Lego games were the best. PS2.
The Lego, the prequel, or
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
the
the
prequels,
first-
the original trilogy.
3-pack, yeah.
Oh god, dude,
So
good.
fun.
Actually, my
Uh,
favorite though is Lego Batman 2. That's my favorite one.
Really?
of course, they showed Assassin's Creed,
Oh, wow.
Halo 5,
Wow.
of course, the new sports games coming out.
2K16, I'm buying it. Day it comes out. NBA,
Uh,
maybe.
Rash from Battletoads is now in Killer Instinct.
Yeah, Battletoads.
I have a question.
Sure.
When did people start liking Battletoads?
When it became a meme.
Like, because whenever
Amen.
I was growing up, it was a consistent joke that Battletoads was not a good game. Like,
No,
when
it's-
did they become popular?
Battletoads is literally a meme.
It's a meme.
That's what it is.
But I mean, why? But no, dude, I wasn't when I need to stop talking to the people who are in GameStop because they're obviously don't. Anyway, like there are like all these people who are super jazzed about. You know, I'm gonna play Battletoads in the Rare Collection. Battletoads is the best thing ever in Shovel Knight. And
Guess
Battletoads
what?
is the
People are
best
gonna play
thing ever in
Battletoads in the Rare
Toads.
Collection and realize they hate Battletoads.
Like, because Battletoads was
Or they will.
Because did I grow up in some did I wake up in some alternate universe where like Rip Van Winkle style where people liked Battletoads more than Ninja Turtles in Time? Like what happened?
No.
Battletoads the best.
I have 2 games left,
Okay,
and
go.
these are actually
Good.
the last one for me is a shocker.
Oh boy.
So
Infamous.
the first game on the last 2 of the list, Homefront: The Revolution.
I'm excited about that. I loved Homefront 1.
So
That whole subject matter
Homefront
is
finally
awesome.
gets a sequel that it deserves.
After so much like development, so many development problems behind Homefront 2. Oh my god.
And the last game on our list, Attack on Titan, is getting a PlayStation
Oh,
game,
wow.
and it's coming out this
Yeah.
winter.
Wow.
Whoa.
In your face.
Do we know what type of game it is? I'm assuming an RPG.
Don't know.
Like a Donkey Kong style racing game. You ride Titans.
Quicksilver freaking Diddy Kong Racing. I can't get away from it.
It's a
It's
pod racing
Diddy
game.
Kong racing game, but if you use a cheat code, you can get Sebulba as a character,
Yeah, Attack on Titan.
and
pod
he's
racer.
riding Mitchell.
I'd buy another pod racer game.
No. I walked in on that happening.
Wasn't pod racing fun?
No, that was just a midget in a Sebulba costume.
They have like full on like arcade
Oh.
games and pods. Those are cool.
They put a
I played
tra-
that Disney Quest. It's awesome.
It's so fun.
they put a
What?
trailer up since the last time I looked at their page.
For what?
All right.
Attack
Well,
on
let's
Titan.
watch it, and then I can cut to when after we watch it.
Mindless killing.
That
Mindless killing.
That was cool.
Kill your pair.
I'm hoping it's good.
Yeah.
Honestly, the best Attack on Titan game I've ever played is a browser-based game, and you laugh, but it's not pretty, but it is
I think I saw you
super
play it.
fun,
Yeah, it looked pretty fun.
and it's multiplayer. Like you
Yeah.
can play with a lot of people.
It did look really fun.
Is this like a hack and slash kind of thing?
No,
No,
it actually
you're
requires
hunting.
skill.
Yeah.
It's really freaking hard.
When your buddies are hunting down a Titan. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, multiple Titans. In some missions, there are like an X amount of Titans in the city, and you have to go about it. Or
Swing your-
there's one game type where you can play as Titans or people.
Ooh.
And Corey would always play as a Titan, and it was
Sure.
impossible to beat him.
Anywho, that looks like I'm surprised it's coming out on PS3. I mean, I don't know. It's still, I mean, not saying it's not a viable system, but
That makes PS3
it just
games.
seems odd that I kind of wish that some developers would kind of just start
They'll wait
developing
on that.
only for new gen. Which I mean sucks for people who can't afford the new gen. I understand that,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's like,
It takes a little bit of time to get to wean off completely. They don't. just
yeah, I
cut it
guess
right.
I
They made PS2 games until a couple years ago. Still, for
like soccer games.
yeah, like some sports games.
So
I think Madden 2010 or 2011 were still on the PS2.
FIFA. I think the last one I remember coming out on PS2 was 2012.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
That's the last one I remember coming out. There could have been more after that. So is that it for Gamescom?
Yep, tomorrow is the last day of Gamescom, and that is just Blizzard gonna completely wipe everything else out.
And future people will be so excited.
Yep.
Or so angry.
Yeah, they're like, you promised us it was gonna be good weeks after we already saw it, and it was horrible.
The last PlayStation 2 game was Soccer Pro Evolution 2014.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Woo, PS2, best system ever.
Hanging on to the bitter end with the PS4 out.
My question is, who bought that game?
Ooh, man.
Central Americans probably.
Okay.
And African children.
Yeah.
Donate to your local.
We
Red
really
Cross.
should buy food, but they just released this new soccer game.
That is insane.
That is kind of crazy. So,
All right.
that's that. Mitchell, did you have any particular topic you wanted to bring to the
I was just
table?
gonna piggyback on your enjoyability of games. And the whole like MMO thing with Blizzard announcing their next expansion coming out. The whole topic of the genre and why I believe it's still barely hanging on but dying. Not the games themselves, but I think this MMOs are on their way out.
I think MMOs as we know them now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, like a Blizzard game that was an MMO, Breath of the Lich King, was like the ultimate. That was the quintessential. That was the game, the best of the game, the best expansion of the best MMO. I think some people say Burning Crusade, but
Burning Crusade was good, but everything what Lich King did was just better than Burning Crusade.
yeah. So
Which came out first?
Burning Crusade.
No.
So now, like every fandom, every like little universe started to get their MMO. Lord of the Rings came out with an MMO. Elder Scrolls, Final Fantasy, Star Wars. They all like in the later 2000s, mid 2000s started not piggybacking but jumping on. WoW wasn't the first. It was the best. I feel like and most
It
popular.
honed it down.
Yeah.
I feel like
And it's-
MMOs in general, and from what I've seen of Elder Scrolls Online, it looks like it looked like that was changing it up a little bit.
Yeah.
It seems like MMOs don't really change.
No, I mean that's what I
Like
mean.
I played WoW a long time ago, and it kind of played the same exact way as the Old Republic plays now.
Yeah.
And there are
That's-
new games that'll declaim. There'll be different. Wildstar came out. Rift came out.
Secret
Several
World
years
seemed
back.
really cool. I don't know if
Secret
you guys
World.
ever heard of that. That actually seemed like a lot of the puzzles were really cool because you had to go to like actual like other websites and
It's a little
do
different.
some research. Like it was like what it was having you do was different enough that made it interesting.
The genre has saturated itself with so many different universes now that I think with the King, WoW dwindling down and everything else being out there, it kind of like spreads itself too thin for a clear cut,
sustainable model.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
I
and
just feel like
a lot of them are just going free to play.
Yeah, the crazy thing is
it's profitable.
realizing how many games have gone free to play and WoW is still raking in 5.6 million subscribers.
In subscribers, which should tell you something. It's like all
If
of
you're
these
gonna
different
subscribe to a
MMOs
game.
Well, no, all these different MMOs, like I said, you know, they haven't changed, yet they're not doing as well as WoW still is after all these years, which means WoW is doing something.
And one.
It's
Better.
I feel like it's nostalgia mostly.
Really, you think it's just the
They
like,
captured an initial market, and then after that,
Yeah.
it just you beat everybody else.
But I
in the
mean,
box.
like you feel like
Also,
if, an
WoW
MMO that came
WoW's
out-
marketing was a key factor in how it became so big.
yeah,
Their celebrity commercials
yeah.
They were good.
that really kicked it off. That
South
made
Park
people
was
that didn't.
satirical as it
Yeah,
was.
Dude,
It was
that South Park episode
It's
was the
hilarious.
best commercial you could ever get for WoW.
Yeah.
Because half of that episode took place like in WoW.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. I mean,
oh,
like,
that
still,
just reminded me. I'm super excited for the Fractured Butthole.
Dude, I'm so excited.
Sequel to
about
the Stick
news.
of Truth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a great game.
Stick of Truth is so good.
Funny.
That's a game. Why wasn't that re-released on new gen?
I don't know. It's PS3. Yeah.
Because it
seems
honestly
like it'd be
didn't
really easy.
run very well. Like,
I had it
originally-
on PC.
Oh, I had it on console, and it didn't. It was hitching all the time. Like whenever you transition between like screens and stuff like that, like it was sometimes you'd have to sit there and wait like a good like 2 to 3 seconds before you.
What?
Yes. Like I mean, 2 to 3 seconds doesn't seem like a long time, but whenever you're playing a game, that's forever.
Was it at least 60 frames a second?
No.
So
Like, which is ridiculous considering the animation. Like, why didn't that game run very well? I'm not saying like, oh, they're doing a good game. Like, that game's amazing.
Well, clearly it was pulling more resources than
Well, I mean,
The
it's
Last
like,
of Us
Yeah, obviously.
because of its artistic
I mean, and
style.
I'm sure that it has. I'm sure it's suffering from the same problem that like if you watch the behind the scenes of South Park now, like how much work goes into making that show look like crappy paper mache things.
right.
Like like it. I don't know. It was honestly surprising with how well received the Stick of Truth was that was not re-released. I'm very surprised that it wasn't.
Yeah.
And that is a game I would have gladly played on
Oh.
PS4.
I forgot to mention Gears of War Ultimate Edition.
Saw that.
They announced if you buy the Ultimate Edition, which is only $40, by the
Ultimate
way,
Edition, that's pretty great.
which is it's the re-release of the first game with a whole extra set of missions included.
That never released.
It was the PC missions.
Oh.
So people that had Xbox 360 never played these
Never played it.
missions.
That's pretty cool.
And it's all looks nice and everything. It's $40, but if you buy it between August when it releases and December, you get
All the other
Gears
games.
1, 2, 3, and Judgment Day for backwards compatibility.
That's pretty great. It's a pretty awesome.
Free.
Deal.
Yeah.
That's a good deal.
How do you complain about that at all?
You cannot. That's pretty sweet.
Plus, all of them still have their online multiplayer intact in backwards compatibility.
Oh, that's cool. I like that a lot. Get on it, Sony.
Okay.
The
Fake
Sony guy,
backwards.
Sony already said they're not going to do it.
Yeah, they're like, we're
They-
not
they
worried
came
about that.
out.
Which I kind of like. I understand the idea of wanting to give people their old library of games.
The
to
reason
be
I like it
accessible on the
is-
new gen. Like, that's really cool to be able to do that.
Yeah.
But I'm more in favor of let's look forward
Yeah,
and
but
put all our resources.
the perk of
into
having
forward.
this is I feel like I almost feel like you should be able to expect less HD remakes now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, but if you don't want an HD remake, don't buy it.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that
Who
people
cares?
are,
Because other companies
that doesn't
do
mean
that.
people are wasting their time making HD remakes when they could be making new IPs
But
though.
most, like 90% of the time, the studio that made that original game isn't making the HD remake. It's usually another studio, like Blue Point or something like that.
Or
'Cause Blue Point is awesome at making HD remakes. Just FYI. Like they're really, really good. They're the ones who did the Metal Gear collection. They did Jack and Daxter. They did.
can we please get Metal Gear Solid 1 re-released? Like updated?
That's what Hideo Kojima always wanted, and that's probably never gonna happen now. 'Cause of the
So what
Konami-
happens to
Konami.
him now?
He goes off and does his own thing. I'm wondering if he's even gonna be in video games anymore because he always talked about how he loved film.
Metal Gear
And tell
Solid.
from watching the last 3 hours of Metal Gear Solid 4, he really likes directing. So I would love to see.
And
a
he
film
doesn't
made
have
by
the right
Hideo
to Metal
Kojima.
Gear anymore, correct?
Nope. Yep. It's
It's
gone.
Konami.
Did you guys saw that they took his name off of the game cover and the posters? Like his name is gone now.
It's so messed up.
Which I mean, really, I mean, what is that? I mean,
It's
I don't like
crediting
it.
your
I don't like
artistic
it because it's like,
property,
I love
but-
me some Hideo Kojima. Like I love the crap that like a lot of people
Yeah.
have problems with the 3-hour cutscene at the end of Metal Gear Solid 4, which admittedly is a little much.
I feel like the people that complained about that though weren't people that
How
played
long?
the game.
How long?
It's like 3 hours long, dude.
It's literally like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
the
sit
movie.
down. Yeah, and you've probably already been playing for an extended period of time because you were.
Yeah, because you knew you were close to the end. But I think the people that complained about were like a small group of people that actually played the game, and then the people that heard about it and just
Like,
complained.
oh, there's like a 5-hour cut. It's like, yeah, but I mean, if you played all the other Metal Gears, you're okay with that.
Yeah, because guess what?
Because you're at
all
a
of your
point-
questions are being answered
Yup.
finally.
Yup. Like he did the most amazing job of being able to tie up what could be the most confusing, convoluted storyline in gaming. Like, because Metal Gear Solid 2, I mean, just complicates things to
Yup.
the nth degree.
Yep. And then you got 3. And
Pretty simple.
No, 3.
Isn't really related.
3 after 2, you're like, what is this? Why? Why is this so normal?
So yeah, I mean,
3 may be my favorite Metal Gear Solid
Metal
game
Gear Solid
ever.
2 is by far Metal Gear Solid 2 and 4. I'm the weirdo who likes 2 and 4 because those are apparently not people don't like those.
I like 2, but
like
3 is definitely my favorite. There's a boss battle where you're fighting an old man sniper,
Oh, dude, yes. Oh
and
God, that's such a good fight.
if you're not good enough to beat
He's an
him,
old man that snipes, or he snipes old men.
he's an old man that
You're in a
snipes.
sniper battle with an old man who snipes.
Gotcha.
And if you're not good enough to beat him, all you have to do.
Before you do that, though, let's talk about the legitimate way that you're supposed to fight him. You have a directional microphone, and what you have to do, it's like this huge, well, no, like you have like 3 giant, like connected,
3
like
giant
areas
jungle,
in the forest.
yeah, forest areas,
Like forested areas, and so like, and he's like. And like he's there, it's not like they spawn him.
And this is the
somewhere.
first Metal Gear Solid game that really put an emphasis on camo.
Yeah, camo's a big deal in this. So like you have to like crawl through and look with your directional mic and see if you can hear him breathing.
That's crazy.
Or with your binoculars and see if you can see the glint from
Off
his
the
scope.
scope.
And then if he hasn't seen you yet, you can either shoot him from there or put on your thermal goggles like I tried to do and sneak up behind him, which you can actually do. But if you don't want to do either of those things, because those are incredibly time consuming, because it's like a legit sniper battle,
Yeah.
what is the alternate method of taking him out, Matt?
If you just
'Cause
want to,
he's super old.
if you want to just progress the game,
This is great.
because this sniper battle can last longer than the Metal Gear Solid 4 cutscene.
Potentially, yes. It could be the longest thing.
Why?
Just because it's so freaking hard to fight
And
this
you're,
guy.
I mean, you're having to slowly crawl through so he doesn't.
Yeah, like if you crawl at normal speed, he will see you and shoot
And
you.
depending, obviously, on your difficulty, he could down you in like 2 shots.
Rustle your jimmies.
On extreme, it's one shot,
Yeah,
you're dead.
yeah.
As it should be with the sniper rifle, right?
One should think. So anyway, if you want to, the easy way out,
You go into your eternal clock, because this is a PS2
you quit
game.
out of the game, save and quit.
Set your eternal clock 100 years forward.
No, you could even be like a week forward.
Is it a week?
Yeah, any substantial amount of time forward.
And you come back in the game and he died of old age.
Stop.
I'm not
Yeah.
joking.
That's legit.
Bullshit.
It's legit.
He dies
And
of
then
old
your
age.
commander's like, well, I suppose it's a good method, but isn't that a bit cowardly?
You waited him out. Good job.
I'm like, that is.
Could you imagine if
amazing.
the fight
That's on
actually-
the PS2, dude?
Could you imagine if your fight actually lasted a week and
That
he
would
just
be
died?
Awesome. I wonder if you could do that. I'm sure that's a thing.
Leave it running and just stay there. He probably just shoots you after a amount of time by standing still. He'll find you.
Or like if like you just like you pick up the game like every day for a week. That'd be awesome. Maybe it is 100 years. I don't know. I think it's just a week because I know like that's the time it takes. Like even like if you said it like because you also collect food and stuff and like you hunt it and you eat like animals and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that was another big thing.
But if you let it go, like if you save the game, quit, and pick it up the next day, most depending on the animal, it's rotted.
That's cool.
So anyway,
That's pretty cool.
so Hideo Kojima, I don't know, like I would actually kind of like to see him maybe get out of gaming. Like I want to see him do a horror game because the potential of what
A
happened
horror
in
movie.
PT was amazing. But I really want to see what he could do in film. When he's not limited to having to put gameplay and account for that in a story.
Well,
I want to see him,
That message.
Actually make a film.
That'd be
And
cool.
see what he could do with that. Maybe he works in a subliminal
The way
message.
that Silent Hill story was put together, and
Dude,
Yeah.
I really want to see what he can do with some horror stuff because, oh my god.
I don't. I'd be too
I want to
scared.
see it. Like,
too
I
scared.
almost threw my controller across the room when I played PT.
Oh.
Anyway, so
it's confirmed. Hideo Kojima is gonna direct the Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
dude,
Stop.
let it happen.
No.
Eli Roth needs to make that.
It's happening.
Who's the director?
I
Is they
know.
get him down?
Yeah.
Why is this a thing?
Do you not like Five Nights?
No, I don't care for
It's
it.
too scared, man.
Did you play it? No, that was Wesley.
I've
Wesley.
seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen 3 of the games, not the 4th one.
The fourth one is I feel like it's the creepiest, but
I don't get the appeal.
I like the story. The games themselves aren't scary. Well, I can't say it because I won't play the game in a dark room by myself.
Here's the thing.
But
It's like scary in the most unfair way.
yeah. Well, no.
Cheap
Each
thrill.
game has a pattern, and that's you have to follow the pattern
But
if you
the
don't want to
thing
be
is, you
scared.
have to learn that pattern, and the only way to do that
Is
by
to be
failing.
scared. Yes.
Exactly. Like
That
it
is-
is scary
It's
in
a
the most
life
unfair
simulator.
way.
It's a life simulator.
No, Surgeon Simulator is the best life simulator.
Listen, it's very similar to life. If you don't do exactly what you're supposed to do in life, giant animatronic scary monsters will kill you.
Oh my god.
So just be happy. So far, you've done everything right.
Best life lesson you've ever given me.
So
You'll know when you mess up.
I forget how.
Because as it's barreling down the hallway at you, you just go, well, I messed up.
How do we get off on this tangent about Hideo Kojima? I forget.
We mentioned Metal Gear.
How we get to Metal Gear?
Backwards compatibility. Gears
Yeah.
of War.
Yep.
All right. Cool.
Gear.
So I wanted to the thing I was thinking about. I watched for those of you, I don't know why I'm advertising for this giant website, but GameSpot has this really really awesome show that I like to watch.
We're sponsored by them, Steven.
Called yeah,
No, we're not.
I wish. I wish.
No, we're not.
But they have this really awesome show on there called The Point, and that's when their one editorial guy, Danny O'Dwyer, picks a really interesting subject and then kind of breaks it down and talks about, what is this about? And it's, it's sometimes it's kind of, think about it, like whenever Wolfenstein, the New Order came out. He talked about, as our society become more violent because of video games, or video games just becoming more violent as a reflection of us, it's
Wolf-like society.
It wasn't really, oh man, think about it, you're a terrible person for playing video games, we should shoot people. He goes, but next time, you hear a person talking about video games are way too violent, it's maybe you should look at the people who buy and make video games. But anyway,
or you could just beat them up.
He's got a really cool show that usually brings up really interesting points. And this past one, coupled with the fact that I played Rocket League, was about Rocket League and how it's the best soccer game ever made. No, and he talks about how you played hundreds of hours of all the soccer games.
FIFA 15.
He loves
so
soccer.
Much.
And he's talking about how this is the best soccer game it's ever made.
It is. It's so much more fun.
It is the most fun.
Unbelievable replayability.
And
FIFA,
so,
just...
and I mean, his whole thing is a totally different subject. But my question is, why is that game so fun, and what makes the game so fun to you? Because personally,
what makes a video game fun?
Yeah, personally, and what made me.
Is it any game or just video games?
Video games.
Yeah.
Personally, to me, I can't stand playing sports games at all. I don't disparage people who like them.
Yeah, I'm a dummy.
I don't like them at all. I find them incredibly boring, mainly because I have this amazing, lack of interest in sports in general.
That could be it.
But I don't find sports and video games appealing in the slightest. Except for NBA Street on PS2.
Oh,
that was
really
fun.
And Blitz.
Blitz
Maybe
League
NBA
was okay.
Street and Blitz are fun in the same
That's the
regards,
same
the
way
same
that
Rocket League,
yeah,
because it's so over the top and ridiculous. That's not just a linear sport. You're taking it and turning it on its head.
But Rocket League is the most fun I've
Rocket
ever
League
had
is
with a
fun
sports
because it
game.
takes the concept of soccer and puts it into a setting that would
completely-
never exist in real life.
at this current moment.
But I mean,
That would never exist in real life.
I don't know if it's necessarily the setting. I mean,
That would never exist in real life.
You don't know that.
I'm developing my own rocket car. Leave right now.
And that will never exist in real life.
I like
on
to
the
think
ball.
that it's actually that you're really just driving a bunch of RC cars around hitting a life-size soccer ball. That's what I like to think.
It is like that.
But I mean,
You could do that with any type of sports game.
the play in that game is so simple, but it's so much fun.
Think if they made, what was that Hugh Jackman movie with the robots fighting? What was that?
Oh, Real Steel.
Oh,
Imagine,
X-Men.
a lot of people don't enjoy a fight night game, but imagine if you a robot rock'em sock'em game where you could see robot damage. People would play the hell out of that too.
I
Make
would
it
play
kind of
that.
silly. Yeah.
If you could build your own robot?
Yeah.
sounds awesome.
Oh, dude. Cut this out.
Cut
this out.
No,
this game.
no. Put it in the same category where I beg people to make my scary game.
Yes.
So I mean, it's if
People,
sports
start
don't
making games
appeal
for
to
us.
you, realistic sports games won't either. I feel like so these games, in essence, are a sports game, but they really don't play like a realistic sport. They make it more fun. They tweak the things that people don't.
But
do.
It's
still
the
felt like we were playing on a
low
team.
learning curve.
Yeah.
It's the low learning curve plus the fun of the competitive gameplay.
It's very ridiculous too. I feel like that when I play real sports games though.
But but they
Yeah, I
somehow
like
made
it
a
too.
game with a low learning curve that has a high ceiling for like
Oh my goodness.
like
That
being
is Rocket
a
League.
pro at it.
That is Rocket League.
Goes back
like-
to Here's the Storm.
Like some people are crazy good at that.
Yeah.
Like Mitchell, he's kind of ridiculously good at that game.
Nowhere close to what I've seen. People going. I can't even fathom how.
People
they
going like I can't even fathom.
I just.
It will never exist in real life.
I'm working on the ball right now.
Not with that attitude.
I'm glad that you're just working on the ball. He's
We're
like,
gonna buy a bunch of RC cars and build our own little indoor Rocket League, and it's gonna just be
Honestly,
3-on-3.
how awesome would that
It'd be
be?
fun. We just need to build like rockets so they can
it'll be like
fly.
Beyblades, but more fun.
Dude, I love Beyblades.
Beyblades is fun. Nobody
We
likes
should.
Bob.
Can we please get together a Beyblade championship here?
Sure. Do we have Beyblades?
We could go to the store.
Buy some Yu-Gi-Oh
Do we
cards
really
after.
want to buy Beyblades?
Listen, I just want to say, when I was a kid growing up with Beyblades, I got hurt so many times
Oh,
from
shit,
Beyblades.
dude, yeah.
What's the one that's like kind of like a knockoff of that? It's like that combined with cards and they're like little balls that like
Robo
explode.
Laser Top.
Battle Dreidel.
Yeah, they like.
Battle Dreidel. Dreidel, I made you out of steel.
I was definitely about to make a concentration camp joke and then
Oh.
decided.
Whoa.
Too soon.
I definitely decided
Too
better.
soon. Too soon, mate. Never forget.
Never forget 9/11. Battle dreidels.
Battle Dreidel. That's the greatest idea you've ever had. The corner of the market on Hanukkah
On
kids.
Hanukkah.
Remember that Christmas where every kid got like a Razor scooter? Dude, this is coming up for Hanukkah this year, dude.
Battle
Everybody's
Dreidels.
getting Battle Dreidels.
And then next year we'll release Super Battle Dreidels, and they're just bigger. And so you have to get
I
them.
feel like this is a spiritual successor to the Rocket League.
What, Battle Dreidels?
Yes.
No, that's Rocket Dreidel, and that's the third expansion,
Yeah.
and that's
the
where we put
expansion pack, right?
there are boosts on the play mat.
They should do like similar types, not silly, but like ridiculous sports games like that, and people would enjoy them that don't like sports games.
Yeah, because
Like-
I really don't like them, and I love me some Rocket League, man. That was so much fun. Now, honestly, I haven't played it by myself. Like, I don't see myself
It's way
playing
more
it by
fun with
myself.
people.
But
Yeah, it's just so
my
cool.
God, like for someone who doesn't like sports games and doesn't really like playing with other people, Rocket League with other people was awesome.
It was. It was really cool. 4 of us is insane.
Yeah, makes me wish we had a TV that was big enough to where each screen would equal the full size TV.
Right.
It also makes me feel bad for our neighbors whenever we play that game.
We
Does
didn't
it?
play earlier in the night, but it's okay.
It makes me feel a little bit bad. We were yelling pretty loud.
It's mostly Briar. Briar's that
I
loud
don't know.
kid.
I was
No, I was
freaking
screaming
out
too.
whenever I think you made the goal at like the
Oh,
last
yeah.
like 2
Oh,
seconds.
I
of
remember
playing
that.
overtime.
No, it was
1 second.
It
Oh,
ticked
God.
to 0.
Yeah.
I thought we lost, and it
Yeah,
went in the
and
goal.
then it went in. Oh God, that was so good.
And then we lost in overtime.
Wasn't that the overtime though that lasted forever?
Yeah.
Sudden death. You don't end until somebody scores.
Oh God, dude, that lasted.
That
for
overtime
so
lasted longer
long.
than the actual game.
That was
Probably.
ridiculous.
We lost, didn't we?
So good.
We lost. It was the dumbest way we lost too.
Real feels. I don't know. I enjoy sports games. I'll sit down and play 2K, 16, or
Yeah.
15 basketball, like multiple games. I'll play that game every day. I'll play that. Matt, you'll play Madden.
I don't have.
I
bad.
mean, you probably have a.
I would play
You
it,
probably
yeah.
have a real appreciation for
I'm
basketball.
a huge basketball fan.
Yes,
yeah.
see.
Maybe that's more than anything.
My biggest thing that I love about sports is that there's a Super Bowl, which usually includes lots of food.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about sports.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, pretty much.
Madden's fun. You could beat your wife up in an elevator or abuse your kid.
No, we just keep telling you need to stop doing that. That's real
One
life.
game. One game, buddy. You think
Or you
about
could deflate the ball.
win the Super Bowl. They complain about getting. Never mind,
Hey, anyway, we're not going to go into sports.
Welcome to Sportscast.
Mitchell is getting irritated about me bringing these things up. I can see it on your face. We'll talk about it later.
Okay, so Rocket League, super fun. Mitchell, we'll go around the table.
Yeah.
What makes a game fun for you?
I don't know. I'm a recovering MMO player, and my biggest
I
thing
thought he was
with
about
those
to say,
games,
like, I'm a recovering heroin addict.
that too. I just
That was so much fun.
Clean for 2
We're
months.
not endorsing using heroin. Please don't.
It's,
No.
it's really good, but don't do it.
Crack is just better.
And my biggest thing with MMOs was I had to be immersed to enjoy it. Like I would take breaks from WoW, for instance, and I go play Lord of the Rings Online, which is the most immersed universe I'm in.
By the way, Lord of the Rings Online just got slashed. It's 5 servers on US
No,
left.
it was still going.
It is the big expansions. Like if any universe I could relate to, I'm the biggest Lord of the Rings buff
Yeah,
ever. That's my
Lord of the
thing.
Rings.
That's mine. And that game didn't captivate me because the game itself wasn't immersive. Rift wasn't immersive. WildStar wasn't immersive. WoW just captures that. Now that I go out and play these console games and my Steam games, I don't know what the deciding factor of me enjoying a game is other than immersion, like enjoying the story and wanting to complete the character, the story of the character.
So it would.
But a game like Sound Shapes,
Sounds
got
so
no
good.
story at all, but it's so addicting. It's so
It's
fun.
literally just shapes and sounds.
It's beautiful.
That's
though.
literally all it is,
It's
and
beautiful.
it's amazing.
It's gotta have like some sort of very maybe artistic value to me. Like it's gotta be beautiful like Sound Shapes. Or
It
the
also has an
story.
amazing soundtrack that really
It
gets
does.
you into the game.
That's what it sucks
And the
me in.
platforming's really good.
It's better than any other platform I've ever played. I enjoy it more.
I don't know. I like the high standard for me, Super Mario World, that it will always be like the best platformer I've ever played.
That's like the
Because
stereotypical.
the Mario jump is the best jump.
Well,
that's right.
Mario
His
Maker.
jump
The Mario Maker technically is the best platformer.
Dude, I'm a little bit bummed you got rid of your Wii U. 'Cause Mario Maker looks
It's
amazing.
so-
Like, Mario Maker looks so
It
good.
just has to have maybe some sort of like artistic value to me that I have to enjoy the story, I have to enjoy the soundtrack, I have to enjoy the art style. And that little factor, like sound shape, that sucked me in. Maybe it's just like one little thing I could pinpoint to enjoy. The story mostly, more than anything, I have to enjoy though.
Yeah.
Hey, that's it right there. Skyrim was great.
It
Fallout.
had so many good little stories.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
Bethesda's
mean.
is really good at doing. Like their like main quest storylines usually aren't
Skyrim
super
was
good,
kind of garbage.
but their side content
Yeah.
is. I mean,
I'll say
It's
this
some
right
of the
now. I'm
best
gonna
out
actually
there, man.
surprise you here.
That's immersive.
I've never beat an Elder Scrolls game. I never. I
like
never.
The main story, you mean?
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah,
I can't stick with an Elder Scrolls game.
Skyrim's the only one I finished.
I-
Skyrim's the only Bethesda main storyline game.
I
I've ever finished.
try to beat
'Cause I wanna
Elder
go to
Scrolls
Dragon.
games,
I
but I
wanna go
lose
Dragon
interest
stuff.
way too fast.
Yeah, like
I just
Skyrim
lose
did
interest.
it the best because they tied an integral part of your powers to
Yeah.
progressing through
Yeah.
the main story. Like you got the best dragon shouts from progressing through the story. Like I want Fire 3, darn it.
yeah.
That being
Or not
said,
Fire 3, it was the push, I think, is you have
Force.
to the force. I wanted that third level.
Who's
man.
Rodon?
that being said, I have beat Fallout 3, Fallout
Yeah,
4,
never beat
or Fallout. I'm sorry, I beat Fallout 4 already. Apparently, I meant New Vegas.
We borrow that, buddy.
I never beat the main storylines of those because I just get lost in the side content.
That's
And then
not
I'm
a
like,
bad thing.
now I want to play all that with a new build, and so I just start the game over.
I've managed to beat those games multiple times, and it's just the setting.
Mhm.
I think is
like
what
the setting.
throws me off for Elder Scrolls. I don't like melee combat in the Bethesda systems.
No, I don't play melee combat, man. Stealth and arrows, magic, all.
I'm all about melee. Is there a question for you now? Is there a game that had good gameplay value, but because of a certain reason you couldn't find yourself to enjoy it because of maybe the setting of the story? Like you could respect the way the game played, but going through it, you just couldn't get into it.
I got one.
I've got one too.
Uncharted.
Really?
I respect the game as a series. I know it's a good game. It just wasn't my cup of tea.
Yeah. It's
That being
very-
said, I really enjoyed Last of Us.
I don't know why.
And I know it's
like
almost
Uncharted.
identically the same game.
No, it's the
Mechanic
vibe-
wise.
No, really, no, not even that. Like Uncharted, like going back and playing Uncharted, they're super fun, and I actually like the shooting in Uncharted. Like a lot of people think it's real sloppy. I like it a lot, and I like the way it couples with the cover system and the parkour. For a lot of reasons, I shouldn't like Uncharted. because it's all of the things I don't like. It's usually it has all of the things I usually don't like in a game, which is like it's all like the story's not captivating. Like it's a good story.
I hate the whole run here, now shoot these bad guys, now run here, shoot these bad guys,
Yeah,
run
like
here, shoot
that.
these bad guys.
Like yeah, no, I in that it has that. That is that game, punctuated with fun. I think the traversal in that actually, it's obviously not as open as Assassin's Creed. I think it works better than Assassin's Creed.
I'm interested. I would like to see a game that capitalizes on the treasure hunter aspect of like Indiana Jones and like the old like 1940s treasure hunters, and have it just be like an open world game, like a good chunk of Europe or something.
I don't know if I want it to be open world, because like that's what actually.
Well,
I really like
have it
about,
set in 1940s, and you
Yeah.
actually have to go to different places and
Yeah.
get treasures and then fight Nazis and yada
Pretty
yada
cool.
yada.
I mean, like I don't know. Like,
Can we fight Nazis again? That's all I want. Can we fight Nazis? I don't care
Call
what
of
the
Duty,
game
please
is.
go back to dude,
World at War II.
If Call of Duty wants to win me back over, put it back in World War II. I'll play that again.
Or Battlefront. Or Battlefield. Yeah, please give me a Battlefront
Battlefront
game with
World War II.
Nazis.
Yeah, I don't know, but anyway, back to what we were talking about. As far as Uncharted goes, like, it's like run from place to place, shoot a bunch of people, but I feel like, first of all, the characters are so well written and well acted. It makes up for any creative bereftness that the story has, because really, especially the villain and the kind of overarching story of Uncharted 2 isn't very good. Like, it's not anything to write home about. Like, the story's kind of but the characters are so freaking good. Like, the like, not the main villain guy. Like, he's the stereotypical, I shoot people I don't like villain. Whatever. He's nothing to write home about. But the story, and honestly, those are games that, like, and I know, like, you shouldn't be, like, woo about visuals and stuff, but, like, I love running around in an Uncharted game and just appreciating how pretty it is. And like I said, I think that it's platforming, like the parkour in that works better than Assassin's Creed because it is so much more limited. They can craft it to
Refine it, yeah,
be
a lot
better. Like
Yeah.
it's going to feel better because they limit where you are, and I think
Right.
that's why I think the environments. That's why I think the shooting works a lot better in that, is because it is kind of restricted, but they have crafted every piece of it. Like, there's not a lot of weapons. There's not a lot of variety with that yet. Your standard pistols, machine guns, submachine guns. Every once in a while you get a big turret, shotguns. Like, it's all standard stuff. But it's so limited that they can fine-tune everything and make it feel fun. Like, the most fun, I think, when people don't like Uncharted shooting is when they try to play it like a cover-based shooter. When it's more like you just need to like mad dash around and like parkour, like you're tossing grenades and you're like shooting a dude as you're running up to him and then hitting the melee button, so you drop kick him and then pick up his riot shield, and then
It's kinda
like
more
when you're
realistic.
mad
It's
dashing,
frantic, yeah.
mad dashing around the arenas. I can't think of a whole lot of other games that can do that so well and make it as fun. Like, it's they do like this controlled chaos in a really fun way.
This is how it would
That's
be.
what I like about it. I understand why people wouldn't like that, because it's like I understand the satisfaction of a good cover based shooter. And
Since-
like, I never want to say you're playing a game wrong, but you know, like,
Since you mentioned Assassin's Creed, I just want to get a quick guess from both of you. How many more games do you think they're going to make? How many more Assassin's Creeds do you think they're going to be?
what are they on? 5? Maybe 4?
6? They're on like 6 or
Probably 6 or
7.
7.
Well, they should have stopped.
Hold on. 1, 2, 2.1, 2.2, 3, 4,
Flag.
4.1, 5.
No. They have Rogue and Unity,
That's what I just counted.
and then there's this new one coming out.
Yeah, which would be 9.
Yeah,
Insane.
that's kind of dumb.
I remember, like, there was like a little gap between one and
And
two.
2, yeah. Honestly, I liked 1 better than 2.
I love. Well, it was one of my favorite PS3 games. It was a very early game, I thought.
I liked one setting. I'm really mad they never went back to
Altair.
that.
Oh, dude, that setting. That's why I played Revelations.
I didn't.
Because Altair was in it. It's the only reason I played.
And he was only in it for like
He's only in it for a little
one
bit, and when I
clip.
realized that, I stopped playing it.
I don't know if anybody could ever like predict that Assassin's Creed would become the game that it did. Really, with that.
I liked the
pumping
whole
it out.
idea of like it being like super. I don't know. I can talk about why I think Assassin's Creed isn't a good game series.
No, I just want to get a quick guess, and then we'll get back on topic.
I don't know, man.
I think it's on a
gonna depend on how
decline.
it's going to depend on how this next one sells.
I'm gonna go ahead and say I bet they have a good
5.
4 in them left.
No more than 5.
I think that they will continue to make them. I think this will be the last generation they will appear
It's
on.
insane how many games they've been pumping out.
So total, you're saying they'll make it to
Some part of Call of
14.
Duty
I'm
as
saying
far as-
13.
Oh yeah, I mean it's an annualized franchise now.
I don't think that's good. I don't.
I
know.
don't think anything. can
When's the
top
last time you
that.
bought a Call of Duty game?
I bought Black Ops 2.
Okay.
I didn't buy Black Ops 2. My brother bought it, and I played it. The last one I actually bought was Modern Warfare 2.
That's a
I bought Ghosts. Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought Ghosts
I almost bought the
and
campaign.
I bought Ghosts because everyone was like, "Oh, you need to play Call of Duty," and it was literally the worst Call of Duty ever.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Well,
I almost bought Advanced Warfare because that looked like fun.
I don't play Call
Like
of Duty.
it looked like
Advanced Warfare looks just like a poor man's Titanfall."
Nah. No, because they're doing different things. They're doing very, very different things.
I'm the fool.
Which is ironic that they call it poor man's Titanfall because Titanfall is poor man's Call of Duty.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like calling it a poor man's Titanfall is selling both of those things short. Titanfall does very different things from Call of Duty, and Advanced
Titanfall
Warfare.
is super fun.
Advanced Warfare was effectively a different game before it became a Call of Duty game.
I don't like the exosuits. I don't like how they keep going with the exosuits.
Why did they call it Call of Duty?
They could have
I don't
called it.
understand. Why didn't they
could've
just
called
call
it
Advanced
anything.
Warfare?
We really need a Call of Duty back in World War II or like a legitimate Vietnam Call of Duty.
That'd be so cool.
That'd be hardcore.
Spanish War Call of Duty. Let's fight in Cuba.
Hell, it's good. Civil
I
War.
want to be a Rough Rider.
Revolutionary.
That'd be cool. You can do so much more than
Revolutionary
just like,
would be
hey, this is
interesting
modern.
That'd be very
because
This is postmodern nuclear warfare. Let's do it.
Revolutionary War would be very interesting because it's not run into a room and kill somebody. It's there's guerrilla warfare to it.
Warfare. That if they could pull off.
I mean,
using
I'm essentially
guerrilla
I'm
warfare, that'd be
thinking
interesting.
you take the movie Patriot and turn it into a
To
multiplayer video
it would
game.
be
Mel
amazing.
Gibson.
Yeah, with Mel
You
Gibson.
throw axes at people. He
He's
does
crazy.
that. That's in Call of Duty already.
You yell
We're halfway
racial
there.
slurs.
Yep.
You get drunk. I like this game.
Anyways,
So all right,
What-
Mitchell? What's a game that you? Okay, so what was the game that you said Uncharted? What's a game you think
This is weird because
isn't fun?
the very first Dragon Age I loved. I
I
got immersed in the
love
stories.
Dragon
Dragon
Age
Age 2, and
Was-
I stayed away from it. I got Dragon Age 3. I heard, oh, great game, game of the year, great game. I got it, and I could
thought Dragon
understand that it
Age
was
3
really fun
was-
to some people. I couldn't get immersed
If
in
it, I
Dragon
think
Age
if
3.
it was like someone's first Dragon Age,
Sure.
I could see someone really liking it.
Inquisition is what 2 should have been.
Sure, but I got so sucked into Dragon Age 1, and for it not to be
Yeah.
like any of the other two games, it's weird.
Dragon Age 1 is old school RPG.
And maybe that's what
Old
it
school
is.
BioWare.
Yeah,
I love
I don't like new BioWare. I don't like new
No.
BioWare at all.
Mass Effect.
Makes me very worried about the
I'm
new Mass
gonna.
Effect.
I have a crazy opinion. I think Mass
Why?
Effect,
Mass Effect is new BioWare.
No, here's the thing. I have a crazy opinion. I think Mass Effect 3 is the last good game that BioWare made.
A lot of people
I
would
think Mass Effect
argue.
3 is a good game.
A lot of people would argue with that.
Well, because the last cutscene, the rest of that game is so good.
I never played it, so I
It
don't.
is the best.
I don't know
because
why
I
everyone
played as a
hated.
Vanguard, so I effectively was the Incredible Hulk with the Force and a shotgun.
Why did
Tell me
everybody?
that's not a good
What
game.
was the last scene that everybody hated?
It's because
Spoiler
it's
alert.
because they're like, oh, I wanted 100 hours of me making my new details. I wanted to have a billion different endings when they had really unrealistic expectations. When it's like, hey, guess what? Maybe they just wanted to tell a good story with an ending that made sense.
What was the ending?
The ending is that you get to there's the.
You
I
kill the
actually-
sweepers.
I actually liked the.
This is a very just
Did you ever hear about the
I've
indoctrination
heard.
theory?
No.
That Shepard's actually indoctrinated from the time that you go up into the Reaper at the very end. I'm like, I actually kind of like that. and that
I mean,
the
it's more
Reapers just
realistic.
wipe out the universe again. I was like, that would have been awesome. But the whole ending is that it's real foggy because I played this when it first came out in 2013. I think was the last time I beat it. And I understand it's kind of crappy that the difference between the endings is effectively a color swap, but the implications of what happened are very different. So
Okay.
it effectively is you play through the whole game, and then you get up to inside the Reaper like mothership, or you're inside. I can't remember exactly. You're in the ship,
Yep.
and the Reaper consciousness, or the key to stop the Reapers or something, comes alive, and it projects you. It projects itself to you as a child, and it's like, so do you want to? I think it's God. Now I can't remember. It's been so long. It's something along the lines of, do you want to wipe out the Mass Effect relays? Space travel is not a thing anymore, but that's going to effectively stop the Reapers from doing their thing anymore too. Go ahead and integrate the computers with everybody else, so now it's like the singularity actually happens. And then I quite honestly can't remember what the third option is. And then you choose what happens, and like I said, the implications are super different. But the last cutscene you get is always the same cutscene, just with different colored like things going across. And you might see like one or two different things depending on who you save and who's alive and stuff. And apparently with the patched ending, they extended out a little bit more to. But my thing is you resolve so many storylines along the way, and that game is all about sacrificing everything, that it did what it needed to do before it got to the ending.
So you just get rid of the Mass Effect relays, and everyone's safe.
Yeah, I mean, effectively, that's kind of what happens. But my thing is, everybody hated it because of the last 10 minutes of that game, when the previous 30 hours of just that game alone is so good.
Okay.
It's so good. It's the last good game that BioWare made, I think.
Yeah, that's fine. For me to be so entrenched and I was immersed in Dragon Age 1.
Dude, Dragon Age 1 was so good.
Dragon Age 1 is literally, it's the same system as KOTOR 1 and 2, which is why I like Dragon Age 1 so much.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't until recently that I realized that system is legitimately D&D 2.
Yep. It's crazy.
It's full blown. The system is actually 100% D&D 2.
Call me I'm like old school RPG. I just like it straightforward, and then Dragon Age Inquisition.
I just don't, honestly.
Too many moving parts, maybe.
That, and I don't, and this has something to do, I mean, it started with Mass Effect, and Mass Effect did it in a different way than Dragon Age and what it looks like Fallout's doing. I don't know how to play Fallout. I don't like the idea of having a fully voiced main character in all of these, because it does, people are going to say, oh, but you can store so much information, that will limit your choices.
Well, yeah, I'm having the same. I'm having the same issue in the Old Republic.
That's
I'm playing
why
it.
I don't like the Old Republic.
I'm playing the Old Republic, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, okay, that option you gave me, it could have been implied so many different ways, and the way that I thought it was going to be applied was not the way you implied it.
That's a very good point.
Well, I mean, and think about it this way: from Fallout, it looks like, I haven't played it yet. It looks like you will only have a maximum of 4 choices of things to say at all times. That is the maximum.
Nobody knows.
No, like I said,
Yeah, I know.
They could have a thing where you hold down the trigger and then it shows 4 more options, and that's very possible. And I'm sure that all 4 of those options will lead into different things. I'm not saying everything needs to have. I need to have 10 dialogue options on every part of this dialogue.
Let me type in my own dialogue.
I'm just gonna say this. Prepare for it to be in the next Elder Scrolls game too.
No, that bums me out to no end. That part of it is being limited.
Maybe.
But like I said, the customization of what's going on in that game is maybe will outweigh it. But I like the freedom of choice and dealing with a situation in so many crazy ways, and just having a fully voiced main character limits that severely.
That's another thing on Dragon Age Inquisition. Your main character's voiced. That's kind of weird.
We were voiced in 2.
Yeah, but
I like
you're playing a character in 2. You're always going to be with Hawk. Hawking or
Hawk.
whatever.
It was Hawk.
Yeah, you're always going to be that character, whereas in, you know, Dragon Age 1 and an Inquisition, you'd be a plethora of different things.
Right. And races.
So what makes the game fun to you?
Easy and fun to me. Like I said, I like,
Paid DLC.
yeah, that's what I want. Map packs, all the way. Best thing ever.
Paywalls.
I can't decide how much I can't decide how much I give importance to story and writing and gameplay. Because God of War has some of the best gameplay I've ever experienced. Like,
See, I don't like hack and
point to
slash.
point, I don't either. But God of War does it so good. Because there is actually a level of, like, especially in 3, when you started being able to grapple to enemies and stuff like that, like, you could get some crazy, like, I was 99% on all 3 God of Wars, trophy level.
Nice.
I just couldn't beat him on the hardest difficulty level because that's
That is
ridiculous.
insane.
I swear it's impossible.
It's very hard. It's not forgiving whatsoever.
Like, I swear it's impossible. Anyway, so I love those games, and I don't like hack and slash at all.
Dynasty Warriors.
And in retrospect, I can't go back and play those because I know we had this whole discussion pre, this recording about this subject, but and I'm not over in.
Pretty sure it's 2 episodes ago.
No. I'm not. I am like the least overly sensitive about this kind of stuff. Those games are misogynistic to the nth degree. Like, I've never been closer to being offended by something in a game than I was with God of War. I was not necessarily offended by anything.
Although you can
I've
say that
never-
it is historically correct.
Sure, yeah, but at the same time, I'm using a slave woman to shove her into, like, gears and then grind her up to solve a
That
puzzle.
happened in Greece all the time.
I'm sure it did. But my thing is, I'm playing this, I'm like,
We don't condone grinding the computer.
like, I'm not
No,
gonna be
we're not
like,
Greeks.
oh, they hate women. You know, I'm not gonna go as far as that, but at the same time, it's like, is that not a little bit insensitive?
How many men did you kill
Like,
in the game, though?
The lot. I'm not. And this is my thing. And
I
this
spoke down
might be
for me,
this
though.
might be the same reason. Like, I don't know. Maybe subconsciously I am oversensitive to this. I had trouble getting through Tomb Raider because it bothered me seeing Lara Croft murdered in really awful ways.
How many men did you murder in awful ways?
No, but I'm talking about like your death scenes are like really graphic.
Right, but I'm saying, how many dudes did you shoot with a bow and arrow?
I'm not. This is my point. I'm saying this is a biased thing. This is
I know. I'm
partiness.
playing devil's advocate.
I understand that, and I know.
You hate men.
I do. But this all feeds into it, and like I said, Tomb Raider is a great game, and I'm not saying that they shouldn't, whatever. I don't care about that crap ultimately. It still bothered me a little bit, and I don't know what that says about me as a person. That I'm like,
Says you
I
have
had to-
opinions that
like,
are
I
your
had
own.
to murder an innocent bystander, and the fact that they make it the slave woman who's topless the whole time, I'm just like, this just seems like such. It seems so gratuitous. Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of gratuitous. I don't care
Yeah.
if it's a woman or a man. It's like, come on. Like, really? I understand this is an over the top game. That's what it
Absolutely.
trades in. But
I know. I was.
she was not an enemy.
No.
Why did I have to brutally murder her to keep going?
Kratos has no empathy for anyone.
I think
Even
that
if it was a dude, I would still have a problem with it.
I think that is actually a good point. That's just showing you what Kratos is
Except
as a
that-
character.
Monster.
Except that the God of War story is laughable at best. That is not a deep, caring story.
That's sad.
It's not. No, it's a game about a dude who yells and rips things apart.
I killed my
That's what that
family.
game is.
It's
That is
revenge.
like I said, I'm 99% in trophy
I love
level
Kratos,
all three of those games.
Okay.
Those games are not deep.
I
So that
can't.
is my game
I
that
can't
is
defend a
not
game
fun.
that I never played.
And
It's a great game.
I'm not saying it's a bad game.
Oh, I know. You
I'm not saying
99%ed it.
I love the God of War games. I can't play them anymore though because I've reached a point in my life where I'm like, it kind of bothered me a little bit.
I think I now know how to stop Steven. All we have to do is get a topless woman and put her next to Gears.
Yes, I won't be able to open that gate because
We
I'm going
just
to
have to
shove
murder
her into the
somebody.
gears and like.
We just have to murder
No, we just have to make it so for Steven to
No.
progress, he would have to push a topless woman into a giant gear.
Have her ride a bike.
Yeah, sure. Like I said, I'm not, like, oh, women are being misrepresented in all the video games and cameras and blah, 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 blah. I'm not that person. I'm the opposite of that person because I hate it. Yes.
It's opposite day.
Clarify.
But,
Oh,
so,
jeez,
like, I
you
can't,
love
but at the
men.
same time, like, anyway. So God of War, like, I can appreciate for how well that game is designed, but I also will appreciate something like, she just had one that,
Mitchell almost did me.
Amnesia, The Dark Descent.
Yeah.
Not stellar in gameplay, like just mechanical gameplay. You walk around and you click on things. Like there's not a lot there.
No, but it has a good atmosphere.
The atmosphere and the story in that game are awesome.
I like some more HP Lovecraft games.
Yeah. Best HP
I would love to see Call of Cthulhu be a video game.
They did that kind of, except that it was more of an adaptation of the Shadow over Innsmouth for some reason. They called it Call of Cthulhu. I don't know. But
Intellectual
So-
horror.
I don't know, like, both of those things in different portions make it super fun. Like, almost like Shovel Knight trades, it has a little bit of a story, but the gameplay in that is
Right.
so amazing.
Yeah, and they also play off nostalgia.
I don't know, man, like, the
Battle.
game's, like, in and of itself is
Steven, the
really
game is
good.
just like Battletoads.
It's just like Battletoads. That game, though, is so, like, because you go back and you play the games that inspire it, like the retro games, they just don't play as well. Like, that game plays so good.
No, they don't play as well, but it takes the feeling of playing the old game
Brings it to
and
modern,
translates it to now.
Yeah, but it does the thing, like, where, like, oh, I remember playing DuckTales when I was a kid. I remember that being fun. Then you go back and play, you're like, this isn't fun.
That's the same feeling I had
But,
playing
like,
Skyrim.
Shovel Knight plays like you remember those old games.
And then
play.
going back trying to play Skyrim or Oblivion even. It's unplayable
Oh.
for me.
They released a mod that is Oblivion in Skyrim now.
Yeah, I saw
They have
that.
Skywind that's coming out, and they have more. Yeah, Skywind's more than they have Sky Oblivion or whatever. Both of them. They're not out yet. I don't think.
Not
The
yet.
big projects. Skywind's gonna be huge.
That's awesome, too.
I can't wait.
That's
for it.
fantastic. So yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess like I don't think a game needs to be both awesome in gameplay and awesome in story. It's great when both of those things
Gotta
happen,
have some.
like The Last of Us. But like, Spec Ops: The Line is like the most boring shooter ever, like ever.
Ever.
But
Sniper Warrior 2, or what's I don't know.
it might be.
Sniper Elite.
But I mean, like it's up there with like the most boring cover-based brown military shooter. But
That's
what
all
it
mine.
does with its setting and its story and what it does about video games is really awesome and makes it like one of my favorite games ever.
Contra.
Maybe I just like games that make me feel bad about like me as a person.
Make you feel something.
That's the only way I can
I'm working on a video game.
Okay.
It's called Steven's a
Woman
Bad
Grinder.
Person.
Yes.
I think we get the game of the year from Steep Fan.
It would. Honestly, like games that make me feel bad about myself. Like if they reflect like BioShock, makes me feel like a mindless drone. And it's like, and it shows me for that's what I really am when I play a video game. I'm like, oh man, this is great. Because would you kindly do this, and that? Because you have no other choice.
For me, what makes a game fun?
Yeah.
Well, if you take a monkey and you put it in a kart racer,
That monkey has a cool uncle.
and he has a cool uncle named Cool Kong,
So much.
It's a good name. It's a real invention.
I think that's what makes the game fun.
You know what? I'm not gonna put any Diddy Kong images in this podcast.
I never said anything about Diddy Kong.
I'm
No.
not doing anything.
What's that?
It was definitely mentioned earlier by name, so okay.
No, personally, what I think makes a video game fun is the challenge presented to me. It's the more challenging the game,
Within reason.
yeah, within reason, the more fun I have. That's one of the reasons why I enjoy Dark Souls, but I also like the casual. You don't have to worry about getting your face kicked in like every 5 seconds games too. Those are also really fun. But for me personally, the biggest thing that makes a game fun is being able to play with my friends.
Yeah.
If it's something I could play with friends, it just each friend added is times that friend in fun.
Exponential.
Yeah.
What if that friend is not very fun? Does that game? What if you don't like the person you're playing with? Does the game then become negative fun?
Well, then I could just kill them
Okay.
in the game, and
Oh,
then it
okay.
becomes
I'm glad you clarified.
and then it becomes more fun.
Mentally therapeutic. It's very good.
That's why I play games with
No matter
Mitchell.
the skill level.
Like,
No, depending on what you're playing, like a fighting game. If you're playing someone who's either way better than you or way worse than you. it's
oh
not
god,
fun.
try
That's
and
not fun.
play fighting games with Ryan.
Is he really good at them?
Yeah,
Oh god.
yeah, like
I'm like
stupid
the
good.
most casual fighting game player ever.
Nope, I can beat you in casual. We'll see who can button mash better.
Honestly, I don't
Square,
button mash.
triangle. I don't know any combos.
I actually got okay at
So you better than
Injustice.
us.
I got okay at Injustice.
See, you're not a casual.
You're not casual.
Batgirl, oh man.
You're upper middle class.
You know rosters. You're not casual.
Dude, I don't know any combos. I hit as many buttons, and if I get a combo, hey, great.
Injustice
I know
was a
enough to
good
be
game.
able to get through the campaign of a fighting game.
If you block in a fighting game, you're trying too hard. It's all fighting, no blocking. Maybe jumping,
You
maybe
see-
dodging backwards, no blocking allowed. Why you try so hard? Just end the game.
Dive kick.
Yeah, dive kick,
Best
jump,
fighting game ever.
front flip.
We need a Star Wars fighting game. There used to be one.
I-
Star Wars Episode 3
I have that.
had a fighting mode in it.
Dude, I remember that.
There was an old.
Oh my
old,
god, I remember that. That was actually really good.
There was
It-
a PlayStation 1
yeah.
game.
I have that.
That game was amazing.
Power Battles.
I don't
was
know if it's
Jedi Power Battles, best Star Wars
There was a
game
guy with a
for the
yellow
PS1.
lightsaber in that, dude.
Orange. It's Plo Koon. He had orange.
But yeah, it's also like I like how in that one Mace Windu totally had a blue.
Totally had a blue lightsaber because they
Come
did,
episode 2, nope.
yeah, because nobody saw what his lightsaber looked like yet. But they gave Plo Koon an orange one.
Oh yeah, Plo Koon. Hey, Plo Koon. Master Plo Koon.
Power Battles. I remember that
Yeah,
game
Power Battles
was
is
so fun, but it was so hard.
We could play a Lego Plo Koon with Plo Koon. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I wish I still was a kid.
Why? Now you have money to actually buy
Yeah,
Legos.
you can still play with Legos.
You know what
Nobody's
to play
stopping
with.
you.
Huh?
I know who to play with.
Oh, just bring Legos over and we'll
Alright.
play.
You will play with Legos.
I remember like Star Wars Legos when I was a kid, and they were like still coming out still. Now there's like massive amount of like all the Jedi's they have Lego figurines.
That's
of.
like my favorite thing now is to like get to go to Lego stores and the like with my girlfriend's children because it's like yes,
Yeah.
I can vicariously like be publicly because obviously as an adult,
Steven, we want to get this Lego set. No, you don't. You want to
Look,
get this Lego
I may
set.
have kind of done that the last time we went to the Lego store and pointed them towards the ones that I liked. They got them.
So
they liked
expensive
them.
now.
You're going to get this Batman Lego set and you're going to like it.
You're gonna like it. I have convinced one of them that Batman.
You're gonna
is
watch
not
me
the
build
greatest
it.
superhero. Like he was a Captain America dude. I'm like, no man, Batman. And then I beat it into him. Metaphorically.
With that stupid fake Captain America shield.
Yeah. Would Batman do this to you? Probably. So that's why you like him.
But he'd make sure you're sleeping in an alley at the end.
He's sleeping. No, but no, yeah. Bringing Legos over to Mitchell will play too.
You gotta find them. I had a lot of them.
I'm being dead serious. Beyblade Championship Pool Party Tournament.
If I won the lottery, I'd like straight up buy like every Star Wars Lego set there is. I'm rich now.
Okay, so Beyblades next time.
Jublade. I mean, that'll.
Jublade? Battle Dreidels?
Back to the Mel Gibson game.
Mel Gibson. Server I'm on.
Just throw a picture of Mel Gibson up. Jublades.
Let him burn.
Nope.
Sorry.
I have to
Cut that
censor
out.
that one.
Cut it out.
Thanks.
No,
All right.
Gibson
Well, that was a fun podcast about a whole bunch of different, almost related things.
Next time on the podcast, did Hitler really do anything wrong? Jew blades.